What the hell just happened? Just a nightmare, right? It's all over now. It's over.
Das Telefon sieht aber deutlich anders aus. Und dieser Gang sieht auch deutlich anders aus.
It's not as cold in this part of the island. Maybe I can finally get my head on straight.
Der Rauch.
I can hardly feel the pin in my fingers. My whole body is numb. I could hardly see the words on the page. I can't stop crying. They've taken away my heart. Stanley has been arrested for the bombing of Rory's pub. Someone must have set him up. I asked my father if he knew who would do this to Stanley. He just said that I should move on. Stanley won't live long inside prison. I nearly spit in his eye. I swear by all that's holy, if I find out that he had anything to do with Stanley being arrested, I'll burn him alive.
Oha. Dürfen keine Zeit mehr verlieren.
What is that?
Ja,
Insects. Ha! Take that, you little fuckers.
Okay. Wir dürfen jetzt wirklich keine Zeit mehr verlieren. Ist schon wieder Tag geworden, wie es aussieht.
That tree. It's monstrous.
Ist da eine Tür? Oder fehlt da... Hey.
Everything is in place, but the air feels hollow and empty in my chest. Oh, I can hear my heart pounding in my ears. In just a few hours, life as I know it will be over. But that's only if I'm very lucky. Otherwise, my life will just be over.
Oh.
Today I'm rescuing Stanley.
Thank you, love. Now it's time for me to return the favor.
Ich glaube, sie hat ihn da rausgeholt. Und dafür ihr Leben riskiert, um irgendwo anders, außerhalb von Irland, ein neues Leben anzufangen.
Oh, come on. Why is this locked?
Oh, stimmt. Und wir waren bestimmt jetzt auf der Flucht.
We hadn't been to the ocean since spring, and it was a shock to see our tray so barren and frail. As we walked, Stanley wrapped his coat around my shoulders. It was still warm from his body, and I pulled the collar up to my nose to see if it still smelled like him. It didn't. It just smelled of dust and mothballs. Stanley said his father would bring him here and say, "This is why we struggle." He thinks that now he finally understands what his father meant. But I wonder. I laid the jacket on the ground and pulled us both onto it. I just wanted to make him forget the rest of the day. I wanted to forget the rest of the world except for him. The grass was itchy and dry and the sky was as white as butcher paper. Neither of us bothered to speak another word. The cold wind would have just carried our words away.
Oh,
That water looks disgusting.
aber ich glaube, ich sehe keinen anderen Weg. Da unten scheint ein Ventil zu sein. Augen zu und durch.
At least that water isn't freezing. It's just fell.
Ich bin mir zwar jetzt nicht wirklich sicher, was das jetzt gemacht hat, aber hoffentlich ist das jetzt hier nicht mehr verschlossen. Ja, Tatsache.
That cleared him away.
Perfekt. Oh Gott. Erstmal hier durch den Dampf. So.
Could be a shortcut to the top of the mountain.
Los nicht die Ballons verlieren hier. Und hier kommen wir nicht durch.
Ah, shit!
Oh! I. Okay.
Ah! Shit! Fuckers! Oh, ah! Ah!
Okay, wir lassen das mal.
The air is heavy with the stink of rot and the buzzing of those damned insects. I don't hear it so much as feel it. I'm afraid it might drive me mad. If I'm not mad already.
Das sieht jetzt irgendwie ziemlich komplex aus. Okay, wir gucken erstmal. Zone 2.
What a jumbled mess.
Was zur Hölle? Ach du Scheiße. Wir gucken hier erstmal, was hier liegt.
There were so many people in the market, I couldn't hear myself think. I needed to get out of there. But when I asked Stanley to choose something for supper, he just replied with his usual, whatever you want. I wanted him to make a decision for once, so I could stop thinking about absolutely everything all the time. The bags were so heavy and my hands were cramping, and someone close by smelled like goat. It may have even been me. So I dropped everything and let the bags spill all over the street. I didn't care. I'm sick of the crowds and the stink of curry, and I'm sick of the hate. I want to walk through green grass. I want to feel cool air on my skin. Under a sky the colour of butcher paper.
Ich glaube, deswegen wollten sie hierher. Kalte Luft, weiße Himmel und grünes Gras. Im Sommer ist es hier bestimmt auch. In Island grün. Ja. Vielleicht sollten wir erstmal hier aufmachen. Scheiße. Okay. Was ist denn das hier? Aha. Okay. Oh, hier liegt noch mal was.
Molly works at the prison. She was worried about taking the job, but my father insisted it was good to have one of our own on the inside. He just wanted to use her. But it turns out, I'm the one putting her at risk. She got the powder inside, and there's a lad from the neighbourhood who will slip it into Stanley's breakfast. If he eats enough, the pain in his guts will be so bad they'll transfer him to the hospital. But if he eats too much, it could kill him.
Oha. Okay. Und vermutlich haben sie ihn dann so rausgeschleust. Ja, das vom gleichen Tag. Sie hat ihn dann bestimmt aus dem Krankenhaus gerettet. Oder rausbekommen. Wie auch immer. Machen wir das erstmal zu. Jetzt vermute ich, dass wir umlegen können. Und dann können wir bestimmt das aufmachen. Ja. Dann sind die schon mal weg.
Those bugs are gone.
Machen wir es erstmal wieder zu. Kommt der dann wieder? Nein. Okay. Gucken wir mal. Das rechte hier kann aufgemacht werden. Nein. Das ist so. Ah, da muss auch gar nichts hin. Hier müssen wir aufmachen. Geht nicht. Ach ja, stimmt, wir haben ja hier noch so ein Ding hier in der Mitte. Ah. Jetzt lenken wir das hier auf die rechte Seite um. Ach, hier ist sogar so ein kleiner Plan. Ah. Gut. Aber wir haben es auch so hingekriegt. So, jetzt könnten wir das aufmachen, aber das bringt uns nichts. Deswegen legen wir den Schalter um. Und können dann die Tür öffnen.
All right. Now the path is clear.
Perfekt. Telefon.
I'm trying to stay awake. Keep my mind on... Before the plane crashed, you didn't finish your story. About the time you stole the box of sweets. But I think I know exactly how it ended. Your dad, he knew what you'd done. He just didn't know why. Still, he never asked you about it. Never accused you of anything. So you never told him the truth. But it was always there, wasn't it? An abandoned space between you. Like an unfinished story.
She sounds so weak. Hang on, Leonore.
Wir müssen uns sputen.
I couldn't go to my father for help. He's all for letting Stanley take the fall. But the mad bastard with me today didn't know that. So he did everything I told him, including stealing an ambulance. Molly called us about Stanley's medical transfer, which gave us a head start on the real ambulance. I looked ridiculous in the uniform, but our documents were perfect. So I kept my head up and let Stanley inspire my confidence. Even so, I nearly fainted when the guards wheeled him out on the gurney. He looked dead already. The guards loaded him on board, and I drove us away. 5 minutes out, and the mad bastard dosed both the guards with anesthesia. And just like that, Stanley was free.
Wow. Wow. Das ist krass. Kein Wunder, dass sie flüchten mussten.